Good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about how to manage the student activity funds. And we've brought together sponsors for the different student activities as well as the bookkeepers so that we all hear the same things and follow the same rules. Our agenda today, we're going to have a quick overview of our record-keeping policies. We'll talk a little bit about the responsibilities of the sponsors and the responsibility of the bookkeeping staff. Talk about how to record incoming and outgoing funds, maintaining records, and then reconciling accounts. That's so important. And then finally, how all of this will help us prevent or reduce theft and fraud. So thank you for coming today, and if you have any questions, just let me know. So first off, let's talk a little bit about the record-keeping policies. This PowerPoint is short, and it does not cover every possibility. So it's so important that you read all related policies and procedures. Our goal is to ensure the security of the funds, to prevent theft, fraud, and or embezzlement. We want to keep everybody safe and our money safe. Meticulous records should be kept for each transaction. Incoming and outgoing funds recorded following all relevant policies and procedures. Please deposit all collected funds in a timely fashion and utilize funds for intended purposes only. Our sponsors are responsible for recording all transactions. You need to provide a written receipt for all cash collected, and we do have documents for that, so make sure you check our policy book. Count the cash at the end of each event or activity, and we want two sponsors to count to confirm the accuracy. Record all totals, prepare deposit tickets, and then bring the funds back to the school safe so that it can be deposited into the bank account as soon as possible. When making payments for services or goods, please make payments only on purchases that have been pre-approved by the sponsoring group. Use an invoice from the vendor and give that to the bookkeepers so that they can provide a check for payment. We do not like to do cash payments. It's a little more difficult to trace. The bookkeeping staff needs to post transactions reported by sponsors into the appropriate ledgers. So the sponsors will do it on worksheets basically, and the bookkeeping staff will use the reports, use all the documents provided, and then put everything into the appropriate ledgers, and that way we have clear, direct records of everything that has happened. The bookkeeping staff should review all documentation and receipts provided by the sponsors and use the invoices and all details to prepare payments, and we will only pay the vendors listed on the invoice. That's very important. Accounts need to be reconciled monthly, and a statement should be provided to the sponsoring group on a regular basis. For recording incoming and outgoing funds, you must use all official documents for all sales. At the end of the day, or more frequently if there's a lot of money involved, the cash needs to be counted by, as I said, 2, and the receipts and the cash should match. The amount should be identical. Invoices are required in order to send out any funds, and cash will not be reimbursed without proper documentation. With maintaining records, same. We need invoices, we need written receipts, we need a log of all cash transactions, and we need all the accounts reconciled. Everything should match. All your numbers should match. All your amounts should match. The people who paid for things should all match. That goes for our reconciling. So the reconciling needs to be done by the sponsor first and then the bookkeeper. Documentation on a daily basis is by the sponsor and then reviewed by the bookkeeper. Monthly needs to be reviewed by the bookkeeper, all income and expenditures. And then finally, sponsors and bookkeepers may handle a large amount of cash. By following these procedures, maintaining proper records and making prompt deposits and paying invoices in a timely fashion, the risk of theft, embezzlement, and fraud are diminished, and that is very important. Accurate record keeping protects individuals from suspicion and allows all funds to be utilized for the school for the purposes intended. The goal is that all the money we bring in is used for the services and goods that we say they're going to be used for. And we don't want people tempted, and when we follow all the rules, they won't be. Thank you very much for joining us today, and if you have any questions, please let me know.